that's a problem. Exciting video here. This is the Badmotivator Barrel, Infinity Barrel that I have ordered and picked up. I am super excited for this. So let's go check out the unboxing, and I mean, you already know from the thumbnail, this is going to be quite the fun project. Badmotivator Barrel has arrived. So I'm gonna open this up and have a look. It's going to be the future Infinity Barrel project. Very excited for this. Oh, so I've got a stand here. Oh wow, it's all like fully vacuum packed. That's cool. Some packing. Smile from ear to ear right now. Oh, I like the little Badmotivator on here. Don't know if you can see that. Badmotivator on the tap. You have either a cork seal while you're maybe filling it, doing some bits in between. And it sits a little wonky there. I can fix that. This is a medium toast char level 2. Nice little sticker to go on my, well, I'll be putting my logo on here, but. So what should I do when the barrel arrives? Swelling the woods. Before adding any spirits, fill your bottle with hot tap water. This step is crucial to swell the wood, ensuring a tight seal and preventing any micro leaks. Leave the hot water in the barrel overnight. Drain the water. After the overnight soaking, carefully drain the water from the barrel. It's normal for some black char to be released during this process. To ensure all the standing water is removed, gently shake the barrel either outdoors or over a sink. Oh, I can smell the char coming, like wafting out of the top. I don't know how far if I'm supposed to leave that same few percentage here at the front. Oh gosh, that is super hot right now. Cannot touch that. So I can see, I don't know if you can come in here and see this here. Just on the edges we've got some slight leaks. This is obviously what we're swelling the wood for, to make sure that that doesn't happen with the whiskey. So you should be able to see that. If you can't, I'm gonna show you a little bit of a cloth that we've just got, like a smidge one just on this left hand side. I don't see any others yet. To see if there's anywhere else. That's not bad if it's only this side that does, but actually you can see all the way around the rim. We are seeing that that wettening happen, and again, that's to be expected. Might take this up, put it upstairs, and we'll put on a little time lapse and just see how that water saturation goes over the next 20 minutes or so. So some friends have arrived. We have here 10 bottles of Eagle Rare. But let's just see what we get out of this so far. It's a little bit murky. Smells a little smoky. Tastes very smoky. Literally tastes like campfire. It's like having a campfire in your mouth. I thought the water might have been a little stale, but there's not any air in it. The water tastes fine. But the smell is just like barbecue and smoke. That's going to be really interesting as it comes through here. And then somehow that becomes caramel. So we're going to dump all the water out of here. We're going to put the logo on the front here. That will be a little bit of mission because we've got to find a way to get this underneath the laser printer. And then we've got to get all of this in and start aging. Wow, 10 bottles of Eagle Rare. If you don't know, in the States, this being allocated is really difficult to get your hands on. Over here, thankfully, in the UK, this is very easy to get your hands on. In fact, these were £30 a bottle. So that was why, and actually a little bit of a shout out to Lee, who made the suggestion of filling it with Eagle Rare, which I do absolutely love. So I'm really excited to see how this is going to age up. I'll probably take some pours out of it once a month for the first few months and track that. We'll get a alcohol by volume tracker just to see how that moves and maybe chart it up and track the evolution of that bottle over probably a lot more testing over the first year, and then after that we will track it a little bit more spread out. Who knows, I mean, this barrel could end up going everywhere. Yeah. Okay, so just as we dump the water out of this, I just want to get a sense of the colour as well. That pours fast. It smells really sweet. So those last little drops, I don't know if you can see that in the sink there. We've got a few bits of the charcoal, obviously as to be expected, sitting out. And you can see the water has definitely darkened up a bit. Very smoky. Leave about 5% of headspace in the barrel. This small amount of space allows the spirit to expand and contract as the season changes. That's actually really good to know. So I need to make sure I don't overfill it. What I might do is I might fill it and then do a pour out of it straight away. The Badmotivator Infinity Barrel is designed to mimic the surface to volume ratio of 53-gallon barrel. So obviously, because it's only this part of it that's going to be touching the whiskey, all of the rest of this is not going to be aging, in essence. So the ratio, which is what I quite liked about this kind of stainless steel setup. This means that the aging process is slower and more nuanced, allowing for a finely aged spirit. It also means that I'll be able to catch it a little bit at the level that I want before kind of dumping it out. Regularly taste your spirit to monitor the age process. This will help you to understand how the flavors and characteristics are developing over time. So thanks, Chris from Badmotivator Barrels. I kind of got onto him once I found out about these and said, let me know as soon as. And basically they have maybe this actually goes the other way around. Maybe this is no. I'm going to have to work out what's going on here, and because this is... Anyway, I can sort that out. I don't know what I'm doing with this little bung things. That's actually... Chris, I don't know if you end up watching this. A little instruction on how this little bung fitting thing goes together would be good. I don't know if this is supposed to be just this white one. I don't know if I'm supposed to use just this black one, and then what's the white one for? That would, that looks like it would make sense. And then this just locks in. But then what's this white one for? Is it... Yeah, I don't know. I'll email Chris and see if we can find out. Because they see there, this has got a nice little groove for this to sit into, and then the groove here for this to sit into. But obviously they're not going to be able to sit into each other because you're going to have male to male. So it's only going to take one of these. So it seems like it would seal like this and give this a nice close, and that's going to be you're sealed like this. But then what's this one for? Maybe it's difference of variations. I don't know. So yeah, it's a mystery. But we'll find out. We will take this downstairs. We'll get a nice feel on it. Clean up a little bit of this mess. Let this sit. And I'm going to have to see what I can do about maybe putting some little feet or something onto this to get it balanced out. I don't know if it's just like warped in shipping or anything. Maybe like once it's got a little bit of like weight onto it. Yeah, we can get that sorted out. In the meantime as well, we're just going to load in the hot water on this and see if we can just soak it and get some of this tilt out. About an hour in the water, I think, should make that swelled and a little bit pliable. I'll get some weight down on top of it, and yeah. So here's our barrel. We're going to put the logo on it. Just over at the neighbours. It's got the laser cutter. We'll see what it comes out like in the end. We've put the logo on there, and now it is time to start opening some bottles, I guess. Oh, it's a little bit nerving. So I'm going to bring this in here. Pop this little seal off. Is that? No, that's not big enough to fit in there. I'm going to need a funnel. Found the funnel. So now it's just going to be a bit of a job of opening and pouring in all these bottles. Maybe changing it over, trying something different. I imagine that will be a few years away, but bottles are not exactly hard to come by. Well, now this is interesting. We're starting to hit a fill line. Let me just bring this one over here. So that's a problem. We're full. Way full than I need to be. That's just pouring all over my desk now. Let's just get a little bit of pour relief off this. It's going to be the first barrel pour, I guess. Whoopsie daisies. We're going to want a little bit more space off that. Oh my dear. That gives it a little bit of space there. We've got our rubber bung. A nice topper. We're going to then throw a good old seal on here. Come on. Get this nice and sealed up. Super tight. There we go. And let's just move this for a second because we've got some leftover whiskey. Don't know if you can see this, but made a mess. And sometimes you forget to hit record. I can't remember where I last was on the end of it, but basically I've pulled and opened one last bottle of Eagle Rare. This one's going to be my control. especially what I talked about. I cleaned up all of the mess. This project's going to be sitting for about forever. Basically, it's going to be long running. I don't know yet if it starts to get down low, if I'm going to top it back up with Eagle Rare, top it with something else and start like experimenting with a blend, or just let it age out until it's near on empty. Because we won't really just be dealing with the Angel share here, we're going to be dealing with my share. So the Devil's Cut on this is going to be tiny, but my share is going to be huge. And that's one to worry about. Massive thanks again to Ross, my neighbor, who did the engraving there, to Badmotivator Barrels. This looks like a fantastic barrel. As you can see, absolutely no leaks coming out now. I'm really excited about this. So if you do happen to come across me, I'll probably have this with me at any of the kind of like meetup events and stuff, so long as it's like reasonable to travel with. I might bring it along to some of those things from time to time, particularly once it starts to age out and get interesting. I imagine that's going to take a few 6 months, years to really start to pick up anything. I know it picked up, just the water itself picked up a little bit of extra oak and smokiness after just a week. But this is, we really want to give this a couple of seasons through the years to go. But I'll pour out a small amount every month, just to check to see like what the movement on the ABV is. And obviously, if I get to 40%, I'm gonna have to make a call. This is what's really rough. Eagle Rare, it's at 45%, so it doesn't give me a lot of proof to play with before it drops down below 40. It used to be, I think, 101. And that would have been a little bit better, but yeah, even Barrel Select, but those ones would have been expensive. I do apologize to any Americans that may find this painful, of dumping out a bunch of Eagle Rare and changing its taste. Eagle Rare is such a fantastic spirit and so abundantly available here in the UK. Why wouldn't you? It's just so easy to get, so this is why I've gone with that. Big thanks and shout out to Ross, my neighbor, who did my logo. And give us a sub, come say hi, write in the comments, let me know what you think. I am by no means an expert. I love my bourbon, and cheers.